What is up, guys? Your boy Shady Mike. Today we're going to talk about Madden 25. We're going to talk about the likes, the dislikes, things of that nature. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like calling videos like this a review. It's not a review. Like, my assumption is if you're on this channel looking up sliders and we're covering the game, so I'm assuming most people have the game already. So I don't like calling it a review. It's definitely not to prod someone to buy or not buy the game. I'm going to tell you all what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game, what I hope can get fixed. I think videos like this are really valuable for EA's dev team because, like, I'm a Madden fan. Like, I actually want the game to do well and I want it to do good. So I can critique the game without just being a straight up hater. I'm not going to like add any like super good stuff because I don't think that helps them. Like, I think if you care about a game, you care about the devs and the dev team, like, the best thing you can do for them is let them know like what needs to be fixed and what truly was your feedback. I know a lot of people don't have like my professional background, but you'd be surprised in today's society how much companies pay, right, via information and surveys and things of that nature for information that we're going to be given in today's video. So that's my hope, that this can be like a safe space for people to come in and get good information in terms of the stuff that I've been seeing, and obviously some of the stuff that came into this video is stuff the community is seeing as well. So speaking of EA, thanks to them for all the support that they've given me on the channel throughout the launch of college football and the launch of Madden. They did give me a code for Madden 25, which I'm gonna give away in this video. The reason I use the code myself is because I wasn't trying to wait. So I bought the $100 edition of the game and I've been playing it, so I wasn't trying to wait, but I do have a code as well. So I'm gonna give it away to one person in the comment section. So what I want you to do is comment down below what's your favorite or best Madden memory. Me personally, I can just still remember, on back in the day when I was a kid, Madden launch days. I'm sitting here thinking, like, how am I going to convince my mom to take me to GameStop to get this game at midnight? So shout out to all the time she did do it. I know I didn't get her every year, but that was always a fun thought throughout the day. Like, how am I going to get her to convince her to take me to GameStop at midnight? So yeah, y'all, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe, by the way, if you're entering the giveaway, because I'm definitely not giving a copy to nobody that's not subscribed to the channel. Y'all know how that goes. The supporters been supporting too hard for me to give it away to a random person. So yeah, comment below best Madden memory, make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna pick one person, give you a free copy of Madden to try this stuff out. So let's talk about the stuff we like about the game, and this is, it's crazy because a lot of this stuff is going to come straight from my Madden 24 like wish list situation. So my biggest change that I like, that I noticed right off the bat, is they finally fixed the quarterback speed differential. Like, if you have a fast quarterback, you can run around behind the line of scrimmage. I know, like, I get it, it's hard to balance, but I got personally with Madden 24, I got sick of like just getting chased down by 79 speed defensive tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And I know why they do it, like for balancing purposes. And remember Madden 20, 21, 22 with escape artists and all that. I get all of that, but it just wasn't fun, like having a mobile quarterback get, taken down from behind by slow linemen. That's not what we see on Sunday, and I'm really glad that they fixed that. Performance I have in the like category, but it might also make an appearance in the dislike category too. We'll get to that a little bit later, but I had a massive stuttering issue in Madden 24. I guess everyone didn't. The stutters were really annoying for me in Madden 24. I consider myself having a mid to high end rig on PC, and some of the stuttering issues were pretty significant for me last year, and all of that's gone this year. So I get a very solid, stable frame rate on high ultra settings, when last year I had everything on low and was still stuttering. So that's way better. So that's a big deal. If you were struggling with optimization last year, this is a pretty big improvement this year, in my opinion. UI, like moving around all the menus, last year, obviously a laggy mess. Takes 10 seconds to go from one menu to the other. I'm so happy they fixed that. All the menus are super snappy. You can navigate around them all and just in 2 seconds go from one option to this option to that option, and you don't have to wait anymore. That was really annoying. So I don't know if that was actually an issue on the consoles too, but it was a huge issue on PC, and that's completely fixed now. I'm very happy about that. Like, just off of all the UI stuff, like I think all that really is most felt in franchise mode. And we're going to talk about franchise more too. I think the changes that they made are good. The draft stuff, they revamped the whole draft. You know what I mean? Like, they redid the whole draft. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves with Madden 24 was like, I'm in the middle of a draft, I can't see who's picked the other picks, like, in front of me, like who else was picked in this round. So I like that. You got a big board, you see your prospect walk up, hug Roger Goodell. I think that's cool. You know, they've got a lot of improvements to franchise mode. All the different like scenarios and stuff, like your star receivers and stuff can get frustrated. Like, I like stuff like that. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea because it's kind of like RPG type stuff, but happens in real life. So I like, you know, those additions as well. I would kind of combine that in with the UI. Next I want to get into the catch animations. Very clean, specifically like 2-player interactive catch animations. They're clean, like jump balls and, you know, the corner's trying to reach and fight for it. That plays into, like, they got the new one-handed animation. You can choose when to go up and do a one-handed catch and stuff like that. So that's crazy. I can't lie, that's more, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but it's like I don't know, I'll be like, catch the ball. Like, you're really only doing the one-handed animations like to show off. I don't think I would be doing that in a super contested area because you're probably going to drop it, but the fact that you now have the option, I think that's just a cool feature. I think it should have always been a feature. You see a lot of one-handed catches on Sunday, so I'm glad we now have the option to go up for one, and they do have contested one-handed catch animations. I just personally, I don't do it that much because I'm trying to make sure I come down with it. The tackling physics, right? The way, what I'll say here is the way the tackling physics chain together is a lot better. Like, you know, you get hit one direction, then he pushes you back the other way, and kind of get pinballed in the, you know, running through the middle and stuff like that. It looks a lot cleaner, a lot smoother. Now, with anything that's like physics based, sometimes it glitches out and some guy rolls over and flips over and stuff like that. So that happens, of course. But I just think it's a noticeable, tangible improvement over 24, the way the animations chain together. What I think is cool about it though is there's actually a physics slider now, so you can choose like to either always give like the runner like momentum, so he's gonna like fall forward more, or you can bring the slider back and make it where the defense has the advantage, where, you know, you just like run into a brick wall and they're pushing you back. So and obviously on default it's right in the middle where it's affected by weight ratings and, you know, things of that nature. So that's really cool. I think that's the fact they gave us the option to customize the physics, dope. I like it. Another thing that I've got in here was the presentation and the camera angles. Now this one's a little bit of a mixed bag here because it's funny because last year on the channel, the biggest complaint that I got every video was the presentation and the announcers, right? So they've got 3 announcing teams now. It's like Brandon Gaudin, I think it's like Charles Davis, and then Kate Scott, and then the others, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. I think all the teams are phenomenal. The new Mike Tirico, Greg Olson team is phenomenal. Kate Scott is the local broadcaster here for my Philadelphia 76ers. Listen to her every day. I think she's great. She's phenomenal. She did a really good job in Madden. She's obviously getting a little bit of hate, but I think we know why she's getting hate. Let's keep it 100. She's very good at her job, and she did a really good job here with Madden. But I don't even agree with that though, because I actually have always liked the broadcast. I actually like the Madden 24 presentation. So whatever, just personal opinion, I like the Madden the 24 presentation. If you didn't, now you got 2 more new options. Use whichever ones you like. But what goes with that is though, there's also a new like gameplay camera, which seems to be like a little bit pulled back, so it's not as zoomed in. I guess some people don't like that. I like the new camera because when I was playing in Madden 24, I always used to zoom the camera out before I snapped it anyway. So now it's just more zoomed out to start. So it's good for me. I think presentation is an extreme, like the broadcast type angles and animations and replays. I think that's an extreme strong point for Madden. And it has been for the last few years now. I think they do a really good job with that. And yeah, I think that's all I got for the likes. So let's go over some stuff that I didn't like or just kind of bothered me. And the first one that just jumps out at you is obvious. It's the pass defense. The pass defense is not good enough. And so like one of the biggest questions I get when people come to the stream, like, yo man, is man coverage better this year? Is it viable this year? I would say for sure not. Like I'm talking top corners, Patrick Surtain, Sante Samuel Jr., Sauce Gardners of the world, right? I mean, these guys getting beat, and they getting beat by 5-7 yards, and man coverage is bad. I don't think they did a good job with that. It definitely needs a buff. And I'm talking user playing against the CPU, by the way. Should have started the video with that because I don't play online. But where I have an issue is the zones. Like the zones just, and again, it could be user error for sure, but I don't have a problem with college football 25. The zones are just, they don't perform the way you expect them to. So like guys aren't where you think they're going to be. I'm playing cover 3. My inside guys are sprinting to the sideline for some reason. User pass defense is very poor. So that kind of concerns me because I'm gonna be honest, like I've had the CPU throw, 3 touchdowns, over 350 yards, over 400 yards, over 70% passing on me a couple times. And I get that happens in the league, but it's happening a lot. And so we got to look at, can sliders help with that? I'm not super optimistic, so that's scary. I think the pass coverage for the user needs an emergency patch. I think it needs an emergency patch. I would go that far. It's that bad. Guys are just running free. It's insane. So that's concerning. I'll for sure say that. But what's also concerning that plays right into that is the run pass ratio for the CPU is just ridiculous. I had Joe Burrow throw for 50 attempts, over 400 yards, and his running back had 5 carries. The number 1 running back had 5 carries. And I'm like, so I don't know if that could be fixed with playbooks. That's got to be tuned. Like, I know they can tune that. Somebody's got to see this and say, yo, can we get balance it, man? Get the running backs between 2 running backs, 17, 20 carries. Like, it should at least be 20 carries between 2 running backs. I feel like, I get it's a passing league, but you run the ball sometimes, anywhere from 15 at the minimum to 20 carries, a game. I want you can't be 5 carries in the game. It's just a little bit crazy. We'll roll that right into the next one. Auto subs are, non-existent. They don't ever sub the backups in. So fatigue, all that basically doesn't play a role in the game. This is not new. This has been this way for the past, probably 10 years or something like that. But I kind of expected that to be better this year, right? I can break off a 65-yard. I broke off a 65-yard runoff with the Broncos running back. I think his last name is Williams. He was right back in there in the next play. He was right back in there. So I want there to be a better rotation, running back rotations. Every team has a 2-back system now. If you think about defensive end rotation, things of that nature, rotating defensive ends, rotating linemen, that's got to be a thing. We have to get that working. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, put your fatigue slider here and the auto subs do this and blah, blah, blah. That don't help nobody because you can't set auto subs for the other team. So even if you do that, it's still only your team getting that benefit of getting the bench guys playing. So that needs to be implemented as a feature. Let's get the rotation going and getting, these other guys in the game. So now with the dislikes, I want to get into just I'm just going to ramble off some nitpicky type of things I think should all be better. The kick meter from the beta is completely different. They nerfed it, I guess. It was way harder to kick in the beta. It's crazy because in the beta, Madden had the same exact kick meter that college football 25 has and the same difficulty, but they've got a new design and it's really easy again. It's just they might as well not even change it from the old one, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I kind of like the challenge that they brought with the new system, but this is the new system, but nowhere near as difficult. So I don't love that. I wish there was a way to get back to the difficulty of kicking that was in the beta. Like, you really had to think about, yo, like, do I want to try this kick? Because I might miss this joint from 55 yards out and give the other team the ball at midfield. So you have to think about that. Another thing that I've got, just like, it's really special teams in general, right? So punting. The CPU, this is a super legacy issue going back forever. CPU can't punt. Like, they just kick the ball out of bounds at like the 25-yard line or like the 19-yard line. I'm like, can you try to pin me back like inside the 10? Can you try, like, maybe try and get the backspin on like we do? I can get some pretty good punts off to kind of pin the CPU. They just knock this thing out of bounds. So I would love to see the CPU put the same effort in pinning me that I do in terms of pinning them back. A big thing for me, practice mode. Like, I'm a big practice mode guy. I love going into practice mode and labbing it up, working with guys. But there's no coaching options in practice mode, so you can't change the depth chart in practice mode. Seems to be an extreme oversight. I did reach out to EA on this, and I did get a response, and they said they're gonna send it up. Really hope that gets fixed, because that's a big way that I spend my time. I was going into practice mode. I wanted to work with Justin Fields, just get Justin Fields on the Steelers and get him running around a little bit in practice mode. Couldn't do it because you can't change the depth chart and, you know, get your backups in practice mode. So that kind of stinks. In college football, you can, like, if there's like a minute 45 seconds left and the other team's got no timeouts, you can just take a knee and it'll run the clock all the way down, because, you know, they can't really stop the clock either way. I thought that was a really nice quality of life feature. You don't have to sit here and just watch the clock tick down. I would have liked to see that in Madden. It doesn't look like that's a thing, or at least I've only had one like really close game like that, so, or I guess not close game in that case, so I wasn't really in the scenario, but at least it didn't seem to work for me. Another thing that we noticed on stream together was, and it's not every player, but some of the players, the shoulder pads look a little weird. Like, it's like the shoulder pads are like unbalanced, so it's like, looks like they have like a hump on one side of their shoulder pads. It's actually really funny. It looks like they're wearing one of those like old school linebacker neck rolls. Remember, like the Mike Allstott type situations? Like, that's what it looks like some of the players got on. So a little bit weird there. That needs to be fixed. Maybe that can just be patched or something like that. I'm not sure what's going on with some of the shoulder pads. They look a little bit off, but it's not every player, so maybe it's like a certain body morph, certain, you know, situation like that. Another nitpick that I got, but I think it's important. I really wish the stadium would update with your jerseys, right? Like, certain teams have alternate stadiums for alternate jerseys, right? Think about 2K. When you put a city edition jersey on, the court changes. Why can't we do that in Madden? Like, I'm rocking the Eagle Kelly greens, and my entire stadium is dark green and we wearing light green. Like, it just is off. Like, so I would love to see it, like, based on the jerseys that you pick, if, you know, the stadium would update, like, you know, the field to have the old school Eagle logo, or at least let us pick it or something. Like, you know what I mean? Just give us the option to pick it if it wasn't you know, if it's not automatic. All right, y'all, so my last nitpick, and I had to put this under like nitpicks and not like the negatives, because it seems like I'm one of the only people having this issue. I am on PC crashing. My first stream, you know, on YouTube that we did the whole stream, I did crash a couple times during that. Crashed a lot. After that, like, some people were telling me that there's some that EA has basically beefed up their anti-cheat, and it might conflict with certain like cheat type programs you have on your computer. So I tried disabling a lot of those things, and it actually did help. But, you know, since then, like, I do crash here and there, and I didn't really crash at all with Madden 24. So that's why I said the performance is way better performance wise. But then I got this crash issue that I'll keep trying to troubleshoot myself. And again, everyone I asked in the Madden modding Discord, no one else has the issue. So, but I still thought that was important to bring up. Like, I am experiencing a crash issue. So, moral of the story, y'all, let's get to what we really want to know, and it's, should you buy the game? And I think to answer that question, we have to address all the different groups of people that might be watching this video. The first is our college football 25 beta group, and these are just the guys that's like, I don't care what's going on, we playing college football 25. And I do think it's important to compare Madden 25 to college 25 because that is the hot game right now. But I also think it's important to have context there that we're comparing Madden 25 at launch to college football 25 with a major patch. If you compare Madden 25 at launch to college football 25 at launch, I think college football had that major pursuit angle issue. It had that major schedule of visit bug. So, you compare that to Madden 25 with, their major pass coverage bug. I hope that the pass coverage, yes, the pass coverage needs, I said it on Twitter, it needs an emergency patch. I hope it gets patched in the same way that college football patched the recruiting and the pursuit angles. We need that. But I think the most important thing for me is to understand that and I know, like from my comments, a lot of people are like me in this sense. Madden and college football do not occupy the same space. I love college football, always have, NCAA back in the day. Madden, however, is Madden. Madden's NFL. Like, okay, we can love and enjoy college football, but some of us, I'm trying to load up my Eagles and win a Super Bowl. People trying to load up the Steelers and win a Super Bowl. People are trying to load up the Cowboys and lose in the playoffs. Like people, we need our NFL football. So, I don't like to just completely directly compare those games because for people like me, they serve a different purpose. Now let's just talk about our console fam. Madden 25 versus Madden 24 is just a direct upgrade. I actually, well, in everything other than pass coverage, of course, but other than that, like the movement's way better, the presentation's way better, the graphics look, well, can't say graphics because I played it on PC, so I can't say anything about that. But other than that, presentation, gameplay, direct upgrade. I wouldn't compare these two games. If you're just a console player and you were okay with Madden 24, you get the new draft, you get the new player movement, the new physics. I don't understand how you wouldn't like Madden 25. That's a no-brainer. But let me get to this group, the most, probably controversial group right now. And this is I'm staying on Madden 24 PC fam because Madden 24 has mods. And I get that. Obviously, we had a lot of fun on this channel. I think a lot of people found this channel due to the mods on PC, and I want nothing more for that same capability to come to Madden 25. But I gotta be just honest with and straightforward with you guys. When 25 dropped, I uninstalled Madden 24 because Madden 25 fixed major issues that I had with 24 that mods couldn't fix. Stuff like the stuttering, my stuttering issue with Madden 24. I'm sorry, I got tired of that. I got tired of running around with Jalen Hurts and I'm getting ran down by defensive tackles. Now, some modders made efforts to improve the quarterback speed differential with mods, and that helped a little bit, but it wasn't enough. You can't mod overhaul the draft. You can't mod overhaul the presentation. I'm sorry, those are massive points for me that the way I'll put it is it gives Madden 25 a higher basement than Madden 24. Obviously, the hope is that we get all of those. There's some mods that I critically miss from Madden 24. Your Best Bangle and all of his drip mods and the ski masks and the tattoos and the pants above the knee. We need that. We want that. But if I gotta choose a game, guys, I gotta play the game, right? And so for me personally, with all of the things that I said in this review, for me, the scales tipped a little bit in the direction of Madden 25. So, those are my thoughts. Some of y'all gonna agree with it, some of y'all not. That's life, right? Let me know in the comments what you think. Oh, and don't forget to comment below. Obviously, I will be picking, one person to get a free copy of the game. So that's going to be cool. Man, that's all I can really say. This past year with Madden 24 was my first full year supporting Madden 24 on the channel, and that it went really cool. And a lot of you all supported the channel really heavy. So I really appreciate you all for that. Are you kidding me? What a time to be alive right now as a sports gamer. We got Madden, we've got college football, we've got 2K dropping in like 3 weeks. So it's a great time, y'all. Again, let me know all of the thoughts in the comments. Where are you at in this whole debate and what game you should be playing and what you're gonna get, what you're not gonna get, y'all. That's all I can really say is thanks to the support from everybody, y'all. It's your boy Shady Mike. I'm signing out. Peace. Threes.